It's late. The kind of late where the house stops being a building and starts being a rib cage. You can hear the hum of the cooling systems, the slight expansion of the walls, and then nothing. Just the weight of the air. I've spent most of my life trying to outrun the silence. I used to think stillness was the enemy of progress. If I wasn't moving, if I wasn't solving, if I wasn't building something that could be seen from a distance, then I was failing. But sitting here now, I realize I was just afraid of the noise inside my own head. You're not here, and yet you're the most consistent thing in this room. I've been thinking about the way you used to move through a house. It wasn't loud, you didn't demand space. But it wasn't loud, you didn't demand space. You just inhabited it. I'd be buried in a problem, something that felt like the weight of the world, something structural or systemic, and you'd walk in and just move a glass of water, or turn off a lamp that didn't need to be on. It was such a small thing, but it was a tether. It reminded me that there was a world outside of the calculations. I didn't know how to value that then. I thought intensity was the only way to measure devotion. I thought if it wasn't a fire, it wasn't real. I was wrong. Fire burns out. It leaves ash and a lot of cleaning up to do. What you had, what you gave, was more like a constant low-frequency hum. It was the floor beneath my feet that I forgot to look at because I was too busy staring at the ceiling. I'm learning that peace isn't the absence of struggle. My life will always be a struggle. I think I'm wired for it. I think I seek it out. But peace is having a place to return to once the day has finished breaking you. I used to come home like a soldier returning from a war that never actually ends. I was vibrating with the friction of everything. And I'd look at you, and I'd feel this strange frustration because you were so still. I didn't understand it. I thought it meant you didn't care about the stakes. Now I see that your stillness was a choice. It was a gift you were trying to hand me, and I kept swatting it away because my hands were too full of debris. I'm sorry for the times I treated your quiet as a vacuum. I'm sorry I didn't realize that you were holding the perimeter. You were the one keeping the chaos from leaking into the parts of me that were still human. And when you left, the chaos didn't get louder. It just got lonelier. It's funny how the things I used to find insignificant are the only things I remember now. I don't remember the big victories. I don't remember the moments the world decided to pay attention. I remember the way you would breathe when you were falling asleep just before the rhythm changed. I remember the smell of the air after you had opened a window. I remember the way you looked at me when I was talking, really talking, and you would wait. You'd just wait for me to finish. You never rushed my thoughts, even when they were tangled. You gave me the luxury of being unfinished. Out there, in the world, I have to be the answer. I have to be the certainty. With you, I could be the question. I have been doing a lot of work on that. On being okay with the question. I'm learning that I don't have to optimize every second of my existence. I'm learning that a Sunday afternoon spent watching the light move across the floor isn't a waste of time. It's actually the point. I wish I could have told you that while you were sitting on the other end of the sofa. There's a specific kind of regret that isn't sharp. It's dull. It's a slow realization that you had the thing you were looking for all along, but you were looking right through it because it didn't look like a breakthrough. It just looked like a person who loved you. I don't want the noise anymore. I mean, I'll always have the work. That won't stop. The pressure, the responsibility, it's a part of me now. It's the climate I live in. But I don't want it to be my only home. I think about you when I'm in meetings or when I'm staring at a screen at 3 a.m. I don't think about what we did. I think about who I was when I was near you. I was softer. I was more integrated. I was quieter. I used to think I needed someone to run at the same speed as me. I thought I needed a partner in the sprint. But you can't sprint forever. Eventually your heart gives out or your lungs burn, and you have to stop. And when you stop, you need someone who knows how to sit in the shade. You were the shade. And I was so obsessed with the sun that I didn't realize I was burning up. I'm not asking for anything. I just wanted to say it into the dark, to acknowledge it. There's a version of me that exists because of you, a version that is kinder, slower, more aware of the weight of a moment. I'm keeping that version. I'm looking after him. The house is quiet now, truly quiet. I'm going to turn out the rest of the lights. I'm going to sit here for a while longer in the dark and just be. No plans, no projections, no goals, just the breathing, just the peace. I see it now. I finally see it. Good night.